Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Spiritual Growth Journeys. Make sure my speaker's on okay. I'm your host, Kimberly Palm. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome, and welcome back if you're old to my channel. I appreciate all of you. If you are new, I am a spiritual teacher, energy healer, best-selling author of the books Ascension 101, A Roadmap for Your Soul, and The Real Fountain of Youth, an Introduction to the Peace Stress Management System. And I come on this channel to share with you all spiritual information, esoteric information, metaphysics, some religion kind of stuff, a lot of truthing, a lot of getting the truth out there and revealing stuff, because this is the apocalypse, which means revealing of the truth or unveiling of the truth. So I'm here to do that. I'm here to bring back all the old ways, to bring back the divine feminine, to teach you how to heal yourself, to teach you about energy, frequency, and vibration, and all of those wonderful things. Also, we talk about paranormal on this channel and the supernatural, and a lot of what they call woo-woo kind of stuff. We talk about that on this channel, but it's all stuff that is meant to help you improve your life. So the major theme is kind of, if you think about it, self-improvement, because through all this spirituality and metaphysics and all this stuff, hopefully I'm able to help make your life better or your day better, put a smile on your face, help you heal. Lately, I've been helping lots of people to clear demons out of their homes and get rid of demonic attachments to family members and that type of thing. So I'm always doing something to help someone, because I'm here to serve the planet. So that's what I'm here for, as a light worker and truth bringer and light bringer. So I have some really big stuff I want to talk to you about today. Number one, I have a message from Archangel Michael, and I apologize. I actually got this message for all of you about a week ago regarding what's happening right now and what's going to be happening this whole month of October, that they're calling Red October, for various reasons, mainly because the bad guys are going to be they're going to have a lot of blood on their hands, and it's going to be evident to the public at some point this month that they do. So this month is going to be pretty horrific for some people, not for the people who are awake, but for a lot of the people who don't understand what's going on. It's going to seem horrific. And even if you are awake, if you buy into all the fear that's going to be coming out, all the fearful, scary things that are going to be coming out, everything about them, saying new plagues are coming out, to forcing and mandating more of these things, just all kinds of scary stuff. There's already all sorts of scary weather stuff that's been happening all over the world, with volcanoes exploding and fear of tidal waves and tsunamis hitting the East Coast. And Italy had almost 3 feet of water hit within 12 hours in one small region in northern Italy. We can only guess what that means. The same kind of thing with the mass flooding and mass water happened in central China. It also happened in some other countries as well. I think Germany, Belgium, these are all areas where there's probably deep state activity, I'm guessing, and they're flooding the tunnels, the dams and the other tunnels using all that water. That's what I'm just guessing. But there's going to be more and more crazy, scary stuff happening. And I'm going to take my coat off because I'm getting kind of warm here. I want you guys to not be afraid. Do not have any fear. And so today I have a whole bunch of upliftment for you, because I have a message for you all from Archangel Michael. He came to me a week ago, actually right when I woke up in the morning. My radio alarm came on, and he with the message. God speaks to me a lot through music, through sounds. The angels also speak to me that way, through music. I started hearing the what we call the Heavenly Angel Choir back right after my children were born. I was in my pantry, and I started hearing this beautiful choir singing, and it sounded so angelic and so beautiful and amazing. And I was like, where's that coming from? And I ran all over my house looking for it, couldn't find anything. And this was back 20 plus years ago, 21, 22 years ago, and heard this beautiful choir singing. And then I never could find it. And then it kept happening more and more and more and more. And that was my clear audience coming on, because when I'm not in this body, one of my jobs is singing with that choir. For those of you who don't know me, I'm actually a trained opera singer, and I've been singing for people since I was 5 years old. And when I'm not in this physical body, I'm part of the heavenly choir. I'm always singing and praising God all the time, constantly using my voice to praise God. So when I drive down the street, I'm usually singing all the way. Who cares about listening to the radio? I don't even listen to the radio when I'm in my car. I'm just singing praise songs to God, making ones that I've written myself. I used to write a lot of lyrics and praise songs that I would just create in my head and make up for God and for Christ, like on a regular basis. I haven't done it in a while, but it's something that I did for a long period of time. So God always communicates to me through music, because I play piano, I play some other instruments, have a lot of instruments around my house, different types of instruments that I play. And music is just like my life. Like I eat, breathe, and sleep music. I just love it so much. And singing, of course, and opera and Broadway musicals, all that kind of thing. And so, so God, when my angels communicate with me, they'll communicate with me through music. So usually a specific song will play like in my head, like I'll hear specific lyrics or a specific song that means something, or the radio will literally come on to a specific song that says a specific thing. So first of all, I want to point out that this month is going to be horrific. It's not going to be pretty. And I'm not saying that to scare you. I'm saying it to prepare you, because it's not scary for you. Nothing bad is going to happen to you. It's all to force awake the normies. Okay. All the people who still haven't woken up, these things will keep getting louder and louder. Like more of your freedom will be taken away. Just terrible things will be happening. You'll be seeing terrible things on the news, more and more shootings, which on my local news, that's all that's going down every day now, is school shootings, cop shootings, just shootings, all sorts of violent stuff on the news right now. And then of course, crazy weather stuff, volcanoes and mudslides and this and that and the other, oil spills. The deep state blew up or something, an oil pipe in Southern California, and now there's an oil slick all the way down to Mexico, which is destroying all the sea life in the ocean there. So they're having to rescue them. So there's a lot of that stuff, and it's just going to keep getting louder and louder and louder, all that noise. So I just want you to know, number one, do not fear, because this is all to force everybody awake. Okay, it's kind of like a movie and a play that they're putting on to force everybody awake. Oh, is this even recording? Okay, good. For a minute, I thought it wasn't recording. It kind of scared me for a second. So, so the stuff is happening to wake up the masses, because we need more people awake. That's what that's all about. And it's gonna look scary, but don't be scared. Just don't be scared. So before I give you the really big news from Michael and my news and my uplifting stuff that I wanted to share, I wanted to give a shout out to somebody who is very dear to me. And okay, so let's see if I can I'm trying to find some information I wanted to share with you guys first. Okay, good. All right, I found that. I just want to make sure that I have I'm going to be playing something for you in a minute. I want to make sure I had it. So Rowena Murphy, thank you, dear beautiful lady. So Rowena Murphy is one of my clients, and she is also a friend of mine on social media as well, but she is a client. She's in Hawaii. And Rowena sent me this beautiful, because she knows I love, oops, I got it like kind of attached to this thing, but it's a beautiful wolf necklace that she sent me. It has all these crystals. It's basically wolves made out of semi-precious stones and crystals. that I think was handmade by Native Americans, I believe, that she got like in Arizona or somewhere. But she sent that to me because she knows I love wolves, because wolf is my main spirit totem, my spirit animal totem. Wolf is also the symbol for teachers. Most teachers, not all teachers, but a lot of teachers have the wolf as their spirit animal, because the wolf resonates with the teachers. So she sent me this beautiful necklace, and she knows how much I'm in love with Hawaii. It's my favorite place on earth. So she sent me this aloha like lunch. It's a kind of actually like an insulated bag that I can put my food and drinks, hot and cold bag, which is really cool. And she sent me 3 really cool Hawaii calendars, including one that's a lunar calendar. It's called the moon phase calendar, which is really cool. So she just sent me these all, and a thank you note, because of, my working with her and helping her and everything. And I have so many of my clients who have been sending me gifts lately, and I just wanted to acknowledge all of you and Rowena and everyone who's been sending me things. I love you all so much. I am so grateful for you all. You're all just so beautiful and amazing and so kind to me, and I really, really love and appreciate all of you. So I just wanted to say that from the bottom of my heart. I'm not used to receiving gifts, because nobody's ever given me anything. I mean, even throughout my life, my friends have never really given me anything for gifts. I mean, once in a blue moon, I'll have a friend give me a gift, but it doesn't happen very often. And so when somebody gifts me something, it's such an extreme honor for me, because I'm so used to not getting gifts from people. I mean, even my husband, I had my wedding, like 33rd wedding anniversary not too long ago, and he didn't give me anything. So, I don't get gifts very often. I don't receive them. And so when I get them from people, I'm just so very grateful that somebody was that thoughtful and thought of me that way. Cause it's the opposite for me. I'm actually a gift giver, and how I show people how much I love them is I'm always gifting people stuff. For my friends who are used to me, I'm always sending them gifts all the time and doing things for them, but mainly sending them gifts. I love giving them gifts in person. I just love giving gifts to people, because I love the look on their face when they're really happy, and I love cheering them up that way and making them happy. And it's just who I am. There's actually a book called The 5 love languages, and one of my love languages is gift giving. It's just how I show people I love them, is giving them gifts. I do the same for my daughter. Took her out shopping the other day and bought her a whole bunch of cool stuff. So that's just how I show my love for people. Besides being a huggy kissy person, I'm a very huggy person, very loving that way. So I wanted to acknowledge Rowena. Thank you so much, all of you who are sending me these gifts, lots of jewelry gifts from people. Really, really, really appreciate a lot of crystal kind of stuff, because of course I love my crystals. Crystals are kind of my addiction. Have crystals coming out of my ears everywhere here, but there's never not enough. Like, there's never too many, I guess you can say. I can always use more. So in fact, what do I have in my pocket here? I always have crystals around. I have a smoky quartz in my pocket, and this actually was gifted to me by my BFF Sarah Nash. Gave me this beautiful smoky quartz crystal. So I really appreciate her for that, and a lot of the gifts she's given me. She's given me a lot of really cool stuff over the years, so I really appreciate that. So anyways, let's go back. I just wanted to take a side track and point out or give a shout out for Rowena for her kindness and sending that to me. So let's go back to the message of the day. Archangel Michael, yay! Okay, so here's what happened with Michael. So he's one of my bosses. I've got 3 bosses, okay? Number 1 boss is Prime Creator, or God, Mother, Father, God. Number 2 boss, Yeshua, Christ. And number 3 boss, Archangel Michael. So Archangel Michael woke me up the other morning with the message, and I'm going to play it for you. Okay. So I'm laying in bed, and I was just thinking, and then the alarm radio comes on, and there's no such thing as coincidences, especially this particular coincidence. And especially when your team talks to you after you hear it. So I'm going to play this for you as loud as I can. Let me get the volume up super loud and listen to this.
Never give in. Never, never, never. In nothing, great or small, large or petty, never give in, except to convictions of honor and good sense. Never yield to force. Never yield to the apparently overwhelming might of the enemy.
Okay, that was a man named Sir Winston Churchill, who's an amazing dude. I got to go, whoops, let me turn this off. I got to go through his war rooms. I also got to go through his operations where they were hiding under the White Cliffs of Dover in England during World War II, and they had all of their operations to fight the Nazis. Winston Churchill was an amazing man. I don't think he was deep state because he was fighting really hard to save his country. The Germans were bombing the hell out of his country. And I don't, maybe the Queen was in cahoots with them, but Winston Churchill, no, he was really working really, really hard to free his country. And all of the spiritual stuff that came out of that man's mouth, I have a really hard time believing he was a bad guy. I really just don't. I mean, that's just one of the quotes, is the never give in. And the main part of that quote, I'm going to go to the notes that I have here, so I have what I wanted to talk to you about. So this is from Michael. So that I just played for you is exactly what was on the radio. It was I was woken up to Winston Churchill's voice saying that, never give in, all that stuff. And then an announcer's voice came on, and after his voice played, and then an announcer said, always strive for a victory. Always strive for a victory. And then it said, this has been presented to you by Values.com. Now, I think Values.com is either a Mormon organization, Christian organization, something like that. It's a big nonprofit Christian organization, basically. And there are no coincidences that I was woken up to that. So I asked my bosses, I'm like, what's up? And so Michael said that I need to never give in, and I need to keep striving for victory, because he told me that victory is, well, it's already happened in his time, because he doesn't have time where he is. We have time. But we've already won the war against the darkness. But he said, never give in, because I've been having days where I feel kind of hopeless when I'm seeing all this stuff happening. And then, even though I'm a spiritual leader and teacher, I'm still a human being. And, people, I have emotions too. I have emotions, and I'm an empath. I'm super empathic. And when I'm feeling all the angst and frustration and grief from the whole planet and my family and my friends and everybody around me and all my clients, and I'm taking on all that, and then watching what's happening in the world, I have my moments where I'm just losing it, okay? Where I'm just crying and upset. And so I was praying the night before I got this message. I was praying and asking, like, for a sign that things were going to get better. I said, can you please just show me some kind of sign that things are going to turn around soon? And I got this. I also got a message for you all that something big in the spiritual realm is going to go down on 10/10, which is this Sunday, and that happens to be the day I'm teaching my Pendulum Basics workshop. If you aren't signed up for that, you should, because it's only $15, and you're going to learn 2 hours worth of information that will help you become your own psychic, basically, and answer all your own questions to your life woes and the world woes and everything using a pendulum. So if you go to my website, spiritualgrowthjourneys.com, you can find that class and sign up. It's live. I'm doing it live on Sunday at 11 a.m. Pacific Coast time. That's like LA or Portland or Seattle time. And I will be recording it, so you will get to hear a replay. But word of warning, lately I've been having bad luck with these classes. I go to record them and the recording doesn't show up. So try as hard as you can to make it on the live, because I can't guarantee with it bringing Mercury retrograde that the recording will be there. I'm going to try to record it. I'm going to do my best, but with Mercury retrograde things that have been happening to me lately, I can't guarantee 100%. Now, I will tell you that if you sign up for the class, you can't make it. And you also can't get the recording. You can always get a refund from Learn It Live platform. And also keep in mind that I'm not Learn It Live, where I offer all my classes. I put all my classes up on Learn It Live. I'm not affiliated with them. It's not my company. So I have my inbox filling in every day with hundreds of messages from people saying, I did this on there and I'm having an issue. Can you help me? And people want me to deal with their refunds or deal with this or deal with that has to do with them getting access to their classes. I can't do any of that. My hands are tied because it's not my platform. So you have to actually contact them. They have a support at and then learnitlive.com or info@learnitlive.com. So if you're trying to sign up for my classes, I had somebody email me today saying they won't accept my email. They're saying it's not a good email or something like that. And I said, well, what do you want me to do? I'm not an engineer. I'm not a computer genius, and I'm not affiliated with that company. All I do is contract through them to offer my courses, and then they send me a little check for a percentage of whatever the fee is we're charging for the class. That's about it. So I'm just a subcontractor through them. I don't know the company. I don't run the company. I don't have anything to do with the technology. So if you sign up for any of my courses that are going on right now, I've got 4 of them up on my website, different classes: energy medicine, chakra balancing, past life regression, and then this pendulum course. So there's 4 total. And then I have my weekly women's groups that I'm doing to support you, which are kind of like a private session, but more of a group for a whole group. So if you sign up for any of those and you have any technical issues at all, please contact Learn It Live, because I can't do anything for you. So back to this message of always strive for victory and never, never, never give up. I was told to give that. Michael told me it was from him. He said to give it to all of you. He said it wasn't just for me. He said, all of you, never, 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 never give up or give in. Always strive for victory, because we're headed to a victory really soon. It is coming for us, okay? And this month is going to be really, really, really crazy. I'm just warning you that there's going to be lots of crazy stuff you're going to see, but you need to stand strong. And what he told me to tell you all is to keep in mind that everything you're seeing, it's like a movie, and it's a movie to wake up the masses. So don't let it get you down. Don't let it upset you. Just stay in the moment, stay present all the time. He keeps reminding me every day, stay present, Kimberly, stay present. You've got to stay in the moment. What am I doing right now? What am I doing to create joy every day in my life? What am I doing to have happiness and laughter and fun in my life every day? And really living in that area and focusing on that, instead of focusing on how many people are dying here and how many tsunamis are hitting over here and how many volcanoes are blowing up over here and flooding and all of these distractions that are taking us off the ascension. Because every time you go to fear, and I've said this over and over again in video after video, that every time you go to a place of fear, you are blocking your ascension, you're hijacking your ascension. So you cannot do that. You need to stay in a high vibration, positive place, and only focus on the positive things you want to create in the world and on the planet. That's really, really important to do that. So I also wanted to read to you, because I have another message for you. And so this is another song. So I was saying that I get these messages from God through music or through the angels. They'll speak to me. So the other one that came to me a few days ago, and I was just losing my stuff, crying my eyes out, because the first time I heard the song was when I was picked to be a chamber singer in high school, because I had to audition for it, and it was a coveted position, and everybody in every choir in that high school wanted to be a chamber singer, and there were only like 24 spots or something like that. I think it was 12 girls and 12 guys. It was a really small choir, and we did really advanced operatic kind of music and Broadway music, and we wore multiple costumes, and we performed all over the state that I lived in at the time. And we would travel, and they even did a Europe tour I didn't get to go with because my parents were very poor and they couldn't afford to send me with on that Europe trip. The parents had to pay for it. But I was picked. I auditioned for the group 2 or 3 times. I got in, and we had to go through kind of an initiation kind of thing. They had like a celebration for the people who got picked to be in there, and like an initiation ceremony where they kidnap you out of your class. They stick you in a car or something, and they take you places and do stuff to you, like make you sing on a street corner and all kinds of crazy stuff. But it was kind of almost like a fraternity initiation. It was, except there was no abuse or anything. It was more silly kind of antics. So when we got back to this house where we had like a party, a big celebration party for all the new people in the chamber singer group, this was the song that they sung to us. So the last year's group that was going out, they were leaving because they were all graduating. They were seniors and they're all graduating. This is the song that they sang to us. And it was You'll Never Walk Alone, from the play Carousel. It was written by Oscar Hammerstein and Richard Rogers. And it's one of my favorite songs of all time. And the first time I had ever heard it was, I was 6, how old was I? Let me think about this. I was like 15 or 16 years old. And I was in high school and I got picked for this group. And this was the first time I'd ever heard the song. And when they sang this song to me, I had just lost my cookies, or I lost my stuff. I just was crying and crying and crying because it was like the most beautiful song I'd ever heard in my life. So this was the message I got to give. So I got 2 messages to give to you. The first one was Winston Churchill, that I just played. And this is the second one. And the words are, when you walk through a storm, remember we're going through the storm right now, right? When you walk through a storm, hold your head up high and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of a storm, there's a golden sky and the sweet silver song of a lark. Walk on through the wind, walk on through the rain, though your dreams be tossed and blown. Walk on with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. You will never walk alone. So that is the message that I got to give you all. That song came into my head recently in a few days, and I'm like, I hadn't thought about the song in years, like in a long time, like forever. And all of a sudden, here's this song, and I'm like, and the words were so meaningful for what we're going through right now. And so I had to ask, I'm like, okay, Yeshua, did you want me to, is this a message? And he said, yep. And I'm like, is this for me? And he said, yes and no. And I'm like, what do you mean yes and no? And he said, it's for you and you need to share it with everyone to encourage them and uplift them and help them out through all of what's coming, because this month is going to be absolutely horrific and really, really lots of crazy things going on. So do not be in fear, hold your head up high going through the storm, and don't be afraid of the dark. There's, at the end of this, there's a golden sky and a sweet silver song of a lark. Keep that hope in your heart. And the reason I'm not singing this song to you is because this song is sung by a guy and sung in fact, Josh Groban and Andre Bocelli, who are my 2 favorite male singers, both did the song, and I can't sing in that deep voice like that. It's a deep voiced song and I'm a high soprano. So otherwise I would sing it. If it was a soprano song, I would totally sing it for you, but it's not. So anyways, so that's the message. I wanted to share that all with you. I wanted to give you a little bit of upliftment today on your journey and with everything going on. And I really appreciate all of you. And just remember my words. Remember these words. Archangel Michael means business when he pops in and he says stuff like that. Strive for victory, and tells me victory is close at hand. It's coming. We're almost there. But in his time zone, he said it's already happened. It's already happened. It's just that we're waiting to see the results, like in our time here. We're waiting to see like the evidence, but he said it's coming very soon is what he said. So I hope this has been helpful for you, and if it has, please like this video so more people can see it, because the more likes that we get on these videos on YouTube, the more they show our video to other people. So please like it, please share it with all of your awake friends who would be open to it, and please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when I have more videos coming on and interviews with other people. And also go to Nicholas Van Yalman's channel. He interviewed me yesterday morning, and it was amazing, awesome interview with him because he's just the best interviewer on the face of the earth. Love that guy. And go to his channel on BitChute. He has a channel on YouTube, but they took him down. They've taken him down and deplatformed him many, many, many times for posting truthful stuff. And so he's on BitChute. If you go to his page on Facebook, you can get the link to my video. Or if you go to my page on Facebook, which is public, I have all my posts are public, except for a few every now and then that are friends only. But if you go to that page, or you go to my group, Spiritual Growth Journeys, which if you're not a member, please ask to join. I do vet everyone who goes into that group so that we can keep it safe for everyone. No scammers allowed. I've had a lot of scammer people try to join the group that are pulling flim-flam scams where they try to get your money and your bank account info. And because I am who I am and I'm a psychic, I saw right through them and I blocked them. But I do vet everybody who comes into the group. It's Spiritual Growth Journeys. It's a group just like this channel, just like my business. Everything's all called the same thing to keep it consistent and easy to remember. So go there to find Nicholas's video and go to the group, or you can go to my wall on my Facebook page to get the link to that video, because that interview was really important for you to hear. All the information I shared with him, super important for you all to hear that information. It was very informative. And I even had people who said they knew most of it or all of it, but it was nice to hear it again presented that way. Or they learned, everybody said who said they already heard that info, they said there was like one or more things in there that they had no clue about, and they were really grateful I shared it. But the majority of the people who messaged me or commented said that they really loved it and they learned a lot from it. So I think based on everybody's response, I've gotten amazing responses on that. One person even said it was the best interview I've ever given. I don't know about that. I think the interview I did with Elena Denon was pretty decent. So maybe the two are kind of head to head. I'll let you guys be the judge of that, which one is the best. But it doesn't matter what being the best, I don't really care about. I'm not trying to strive to be the best. I'm trying to strive to get you guys as much education and content and information to help you as possible. That's the goal, basically. So again, if you like this, like it, share it, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.